would like to tell you more about rational number. As we have seen, the number which is in the form of p by q only, they are known as rational number. I am taking one example, 5 upon 2. I have written 5 upon 2. If the number is given directly in this form, so you can say, sir, yes, it is in the form of p by q, so it is a rational number. But just suppose this can also be written as in the decimal form, like 2.5, right? If the number is coming like in this form, so how will you just need to check out this is rational or irrational, right? This can be a reason. I am writing one more thing, that I am writing 3.25 as suppose. How do we know it is rational or irrational? Because it is not given in the fractional form, right? One more number I can write, 3.252564. How do we know this number is rational or irrational? Are we going to check it out? Are we going to just taking out the decimal and we are going to convert in the decimal form, then we will solve it? Then we can say only it is rational, right? So is there any other way that we can directly after seeing the decimal number we can say that this number is rational or irrational? Yes, there is some conditions which we have to follow. First of all, we should be knowing about these kind of decimal, that what are terminating decimal, what are non-terminating decimal, what are repeating or recurring decimal, and what are non-repeating or non-recurring decimal. So first you need to study about these type of decimal. So first of all, we are going to start with a terminating decimal, right? What are terminating decimal? If just suppose we are taking the number 5 by 2, as same example we are taking, and you can see the number comes to an end. That means this decimal is coming just after point, only one digit is coming, right? After this, is there any number? No. Any other number will come? No. That means this is having some end after decimal. When the digits are having some end after decimal, they are known as terminating decimal. Like, if just suppose I am writing 7 by 2, right? So I will divide 7, so it will come 3.5. After decimal, there is an end, 5. After this, there is a number? No. This is why one more thing I am taking, 10 by 3. Okay, that means we have to divide 10 by 3. So we are doing, see, 3 3s are 9, remainder 1. We are taking decimal, after this, it becomes 10. So 3 3s are 9. After this, remainder 1. Again we can write 0. Again we can divide 3. Then again remainder is 0. That means it is not having any end. It will divide and 3 will come up to infinity. That means this decimal is not having any end. That means it is non-terminating decimal. When the decimal part is having some end, so it is terminating. When the decimal part is not having any end, that means the decimal written like 2525 up to infinity. That means this is non-terminating decimal. It is not having any end after decimal. Okay. So now we are having two numbers, terminating and non-terminating. So we have studied that if the number comes to an end after decimal, it is terminating. If it is not having any end, it is non-terminating. Now what is repeating or recurring decimal? Then just suppose you have written decimals like 3.25. Here you can see the numbers after decimal numbers are repeating. No, that means it is non-repeating or non-recurring decimal. If after decimal the numbers which are coming, they are not going to repeat in the same way, then we can say that they are non-repeating and non-recurring decimal. Just suppose one more example I am writing, 3.2525 up to infinity. What does it mean? That means it is 2525 coming again and again. That means what? This particular digit are going to repeat. This particular form of the digit is going to repeat. That means what? This is a repeating or recurring decimal. That means what? After decimal, if the digits are going to repeat in the same way, so we can say they are repeating or recurring decimal. If they are not going to repeat, that means we can say non-repeating or non-recurring decimal. Okay? So, how they are going to relate with rational number? Let's see. So now, I am showing you more examples to determine how the decimal can be terminating, non-terminating, repeating or non-repeating. Okay? See this example. Here is written 3.5925 and you are seeing this is not having any end. That means one thing is clear, the number after decimal which is not having any end, it is non-terminating. You can write over here non-terminating, right? Now we will check, is it repeating or non-repeating? You can see 5925. Is there any number which is going to repeat? No. That means it is non-repeating. Both things are clear? Check the next number. We have written after decimal there is an AND. Yes. That means it is terminating. It is clear to you? Okay. Is it repeating or non-repeating? You can see it is not repeating. So we can say non-repeating. Okay. Now, this 5.222, you can see this 2 is going to repeat continuously. When the number is going to repeat continuously, we can also write in the form like 5.2 bar. The digit which is going to repeat, we can put bar on that number, so it will show that it is going to repeat again and again. Okay, so this number can also be written like 5.2 bar. So you can see over here the digits is going to repeat, and so it is a repeating decimal. So we can write over here it is repeating. Now it is terminating or non-terminating. You can see it is not having any end, because the repeating decimals are not having any end. When the number is repeating, it is not having any end, so it becomes non-terminating. Right? Now see this 5.6966265. You can see it is not having any end, so it is non-terminating. It is clear. And any number is going to repeat? No, so it is also non-terminating. Non-repeating, sorry. It is non-repeating. Next, you can see after decimal till 3 digit, there is no repetition, but after 3 digit, you can see 2 is going to repeat continuously. That means it is repeating decimal. This can be written as what? 3.529 and 2 bar. The digit which is going to repeat, we will put bar on that number. It shows that it is going to repeat. So this is also a repeating decimal, but the digits are not having any end, so it is non-terminating. So I hope you will get understood what is the difference between these kind of decimal, right? Now we will study how we are going to relate with rational number. I am going to tell you the condition when the number will be rational. What? When the number will not be rational. I am telling that condition. See, when the number is non-terminating and also not repeating. What? When the number is non-terminating and also non-repeating. In this condition, the number is not rational. The number is not rational. Clear? Now only one condition is there, when the number is non-terminating and also non-repeating. So in this condition, the number is not rational. That means in this condition, the number becomes irrational. What? The number becomes irrational. That means if we have to define irrational number, so directly we can say the number which are non-terminating and non-repeating, they are known as irrational number. They are known as irrational number. That means there are some conditions which can be followed, that the number can be terminating and non-repeating. You can see when the number is terminating but non-repeating. There can be a condition when the number is non-terminating but repeating. You can see, is there any example? Yes, number is non-terminating but repeating. So this is also can be followed. But terminating and repeating, is it possible? No, it is not possible anywhere, because when the number is not terminating number, that means it will not repeat. It will not, if there is no number like when the number can be terminating and repeating both. Okay. So you are now getting that what is the difference between rational and irrational. When the number is given in the decimal form, so directly you can check it out. If the number is non-terminating and non-repeating, so it is irrational. Otherwise, it is always rational. It is always rational. Okay. Thank you. So by using this diagram now, I am going to conclude about numbers. As you have studied about rational number, then how can the number be rational and how can the number be irrational? One more condition I would like to tell you about irrational number. One, you have studied that when the number is non-terminating and non-repeating, then it is irrational. So I am writing over here, for the irrational number, there is a condition that the number should be non-terminating and non-repeating both. So it becomes irrational. One more condition, to recognize irrational number, then the number which are coming in square root, the number which are coming in root. You can see I am writing over here under root a. That means the number which comes in the form of root, and this a is not a perfect square. What? The number is coming in the form of root and this particular number is not a perfect square. Then the number becomes irrational. Like example I am showing. Just suppose I am writing under root 4. This you are knowing this is a perfect square. That means it becomes 2. That means it is not irrational, it is rational. Okay. Now, if just suppose I am writing under root 5. So under root 5 is a perfect square. No, that means it is irrational. Right? Under root 3 is also irrational. Under root 14 is also irrational. That means the number which is not a perfect square and it is written in the root, that means we can say it is irrational. Okay. So I am going to conclude everything right now. First of all, real number. The number system can be divided into two parts, real and imaginary. Further I will discuss about imaginary part. So real number is divided into rational and irrational number. Rational number is always represented in the form of p by q, and in this q does not is equals to 0, right? If the number is given in the form of decimal, so except this condition, the number will be rational. Okay, that means if the number is non-terminating, non-repeating, then it is irrational, otherwise it is rational. Okay, now rational is divided into two parts, integer and fraction. As you are knowing that integers can be converted in the form of fraction, but fraction cannot be converted in the form of integers. Why? Because integers can be converted into fraction by using denominator 1, but fraction cannot be converted into integers because we cannot change the denominator anyhow. Okay, so that's why rational number is divided into two parts, that integer and fraction. Now integer is divided into three parts. As we have studied about natural number and whole number, that natural number are counting numbers, that the number we can count, they are natural. So natural number, the negative part of the natural number including 0, so they becomes integers, right? Decimal numbers are not known as integer. That means the number is given in the form of fraction and the denominator is not 1, that means they are not an integer. They are not an integer, they are only fraction. Okay, when the denominator is only 1, then we can say they are integers or they are not coming in decimal. Okay, so we can say they are integers. Okay, and the number including 0 and natural number, they becomes whole number. Okay, so this is actually about number system. Now I would like to tell you about imaginary number, that what are imaginary. So one thing I just need to tell you, that why the number becomes imaginary. See, as you are knowing what are real number, so I am going to tell you the condition when the number is not real. Okay, you are knowing when it is real, you are knowing very well now. Now I am going to tell you when the number will not be real. Just suppose I am taking an example, I am writing under root 16, right? So under root 16 you will say it is 4, correct? If I am writing under root minus 16, is it possible that we can solve this? Is there any number we can write? No, it is not possible, because when the negative number comes in the square root, this is a condition when the number becomes imaginary. When the number becomes imaginary, that means when any number comes, negative number comes in square root, so it becomes imaginary.